Hello and welcome to another IELTS speaking practice video. So today, two students from class IELTS 43, they are going to do their speaking practice. Mr. Trill, can you please turn on your microphone, please?
Yes, I'm
All right.
here.
Okay, let's get started and let's start with part one first, shall we? So first thing first, I would like you to try, um, let's say creativity, 115. So, Mr. Trio, please, do you know anyone who is creative?
Uh,
Creativity and creative.
I have some friends who are creative and they can make something new or they have new ideas for
Mhm.
playing and I admire them so much for
Mhm.
their uh, creation.
For their creativity. Creation là sự kiến tạo, sự sáng tạo, sự tạo thành.
Creativity.
Còn cái từ phù hợp là sự sáng tạo, creativity.
Yeah,
Creativity. Creativity.
creativity.
Creative. Okay, so are you a creative person, Mr. Trio?
Mm, in some way, I think I am a
In some
creative
way.
person to
Hmm.
have a new idea for something on in a crowd. I something suggest something new for the group and
Uh-huh.
people follow my suggestion.
Suggestion.
Yeah, suggestion.
People often follow my suggestion.
Yeah,
Suggestion. Chân.
suggestion.
Suggestion. Okay, suggestion. Suggestion.
Suggestion.
Suggestion. Không đề
Suggestion.
Z nè.
Yeah,
Suggestion. Chân.
yeah.
Suggestion.
Suggestion.
People follow my suggestion.
Suggestion.
Suggestions. All right. And how about you, Miss Trúc? Are you a creative person?
To be honest, I'm not a creative person.
Hmm.
I think because I usually do this, do my works in the same way. But
Hmm.
now still learning how to be creative
Hmm.
because it's necessary for my
Necessary.
work.
Necessary.
It's necessary for my work. Um, I know that creativity can come from in imagination that
Can come from imagination, right?
and combine with um, brave to experience new things.
Hmm. I
And I
see.
and I believe that a creative person are who can do anything with their with their um, with the belief
Mhm.
that they can do it, and they
With a
don't
strong belief they can do it, right?
yes, and they don't hesitate,
They don't hesitate.
be hesitate, be uh to make mistakes.
I see. And do you know anyone who is creative?
No, I think that many people around me, especially my co-workers,
Mhm.
are really creative.
Mhm.
Mm, you know, recently my companies are organizing um, contests that pe when people have any new idea to improve their work, they can uh, they can sub uh, can they can they can present their idea to their managers, and if it is ability is and they can receive mm, they can receive many award that make people want to show their ability, and I think that can improve people creativity especially.
Let's see. Right. So, Miss Brooke, how do you develop your creativity then? Is there a way?
I think to improve my creativity, I need to open my mindset. I need to learn new methods, new ways to deal with uh, problems that I have to face every day in my company. And it's I think it's a proper way to begin to be creativity,
To be creative, to be creative.
to be creative. And besides that, people need to be more courage to make mistakes because
To have the courage to make mistakes. People need to
and
have the courage to make mistakes, right? And
and
to not be afraid, not be afraid of making mistakes. You can say that. Yep. Anything else?
mm, I know that people always afraid of being judged by
Mm.
others, and that make them don't want to show their ideas,
Mhm.
especially new ideas, because what once is can becomes true, they can feel they can feel mm, discouraged.
Mhm.
But I
You
think
can
to
feel
be
discouraged. Very good. Cảm thấy như bị người ta bàn lui á. Discouraged is basically the opposite of encouraged, of course. And encouraged được khuyến khích thì cái ngược lại là bị bàn lui, bị nói lui khỏi làm kiểu vậy. Okay, so what else then?
so to be to be creative. I think the most important important the most important factor that
Mm.
people need to focus on um, being being brave, being brave
You mean being
to
brave?
being brave,
Brave.
being brave, and it, and improves their imagination.
Imagination. Okay, anything else? All right, so Mr. Trill, how do you develop your creativity then?
Uh, to develop my creativity,
Creativity,
creativity, I think we should practice by brainstorming uh, when facing a difficulty or a problem. You can suggest a lot of solutions to find out the most optimal one.
You mean the
Uh,
the most optimal one, right?
yeah,
The
the
most
most.
optimal. Optimal is an adjective. The most optimal way, right? Or
Yeah,
method. Cái tối ưu nhất, the most optimal way
yeah,
or the best way.
yeah,
Because you know the word optimal, it means the best way already.
yeah,
So let's just say the best way, I think. Or the optimal way to do something. Cái từ optimal tức là tối ưu, tức là nó đã tuyệt vời nhất rồi.
yeah.
So is the ultimate way or the best way to do something?
Yeah.
What
You
else?
can you can learn from the others to learn their activity or uh
Suggestion.
their suggestion uh and when you are working in a creative environment,
Hmm.
you can follow the ones who have new ideas, and you can support them to make a plan come true.
Hmm. I see. Right. So, Mr. Joe, what kinds of work in your country require creativity? Think about jobs where people ask that you are very creative, you have to write contents a lot, something
Yeah.
like
Mm, in my country, there are a lot of jobs that requires creativity. Mainly the job in art. Uh, for example, the singers or the artists, they have to uh, transform themselves a lot to have the creativity in their work. The painting, the painter, or the writer are the ones I think they have the creativity uh, to adapt the demands of the audience.
to adapt to the demand of the audience.
Yeah,
I see. Nếu
and
mà đáp
the
ứng với lại cái đòi
society
hỏi,
trends and the society trends.
very good. Để thích ứng với đòi hỏi của quần chúng, của người khán giả. Okay, very good. So, what else then, Mr. What kinds of work in your country require creativity then? Except from designer, you know.
For me, I
Mm.
think that creativity is essential in marketing and business for several reasons. When people work in marketing field, creativity helps them to stand out. Unique campaigns are
Unique campaign, you mean?
unique unique campaigns
Unique, unique campaign. Yeah.
unique
Những chiến dịch,
campaigns
những chiến dịch độc đáo. Unique campaign.
and appealing commercials can make a product or service become more attractive and memorable
Memorable,
and
you mean?
memorable.
And memorable ones. Yes, like for example, if you work in advertising field, ngành quảng cáo. If you work in advertising field, you have to be very, very creative, super creative actually. You have to come up with um, unique or very exotic, maybe exotic or unique pieces of art or pieces of advertisement or unique ideas, you know, because your new idea should never be similar to the previous, isn't it? Now, so do you want to work in an environment that requires creativity, Mr.?
Of course, I want to work in an environment that requires creativity because because it can help me improve my creativities in an effective way. If you, I think that if you want to be more creative, you need to communicate with uh, cooperate with others who are creative. creative, creative.
Mhm.
And not and in this era, people don't uh, satisfied with what they have, and that's why they can't be creative to improve their life, improve their professionals,
You mean
and
improve their professions?
improve their
Professions mean
professions.
jobs, you know.
Yes, professions.
Or you mean professionalism? Tính chuyên nghiệp của họ ha.
Or
Professionalism.
just professions means their job.
Ah, I see.
And once you can work in that environment, you
Mm.
will you will enjoy various benefits that
Mm.
they can uh, they can provide you,
Mhm.
and you can improve your skill for your future
Career, you mean?
career future career.
Career, career, nghề nghiệp cho con đường công danh nghề nghiệp tương lai. Well, have you heard about creative block? You know, people who work for creative fields, they often encounter creative blocks, you know. Họ thường gặp phải cái sự gọi là nhiều khi cạn kiệt ý tưởng sáng tạo. To encounter creative blocks, gặp phải sự cạn kiệt ý tưởng sáng tạo. So it's a creative block that they sometimes encounter. So what do you think about that, Mr. Trio?
So could you repeat?
Nah, okay, I was talking about encountering creative block. So, do you often see people who work in creative field and they encounter creative blocks? Do you often see that?
Um, yes. I see someone who is working in creativity environment, and
Mm-mm.
they
Who work in creative environment, tính từ. Who work in
creative
creative
environment,
environment.
and that their job require them to
Require.
require them to change themselves a lot, and to have a creativity.
Mhm.
Mm, So, but sometimes they face the creative block. Uh, for example, uh, a journalist, when they have a new article, they have to find the way to to verify to verify their ideas, to send the message to the readers. But when the information given by them, uh, they don't know how to explain, or they don't know how to make it clear.
To
They will,
clarify, you mean
yeah,
sometimes people cannot process the idea, you know.
yes,
Không thể nào xử lý được những ý tưởng á. Sometimes
yeah,
people cannot process the idea.
yeah.
Cannot process
Um,
the idea.
Yeah, or when their ideas words are the same with the other
Mhm.
ones, they need to change.
Yeah, you have to always change and try to be unique, right? You
Yeah.
cannot be the same. Of course, it's now. So, Mr. Trill, what are the benefits of being creative in everyday life? Is there any benefits?
Mm, Obviously,
Obviously,
yeah, uh, creativity bring us a lot of
benefits.
benefits. Uh, First, when you are a creative
When you're a
person,
creative person,
creative person, you will develop yourself both in skills and
both in skills
or
and
skill and knowledge. Uh, with the creativity, you are mm, you can challenge yourself with the obstacle in your life,
the
uh,
obstacle.
obstacles in your life. Mm, when you have new
When there are
when there are any
gì đó, when
issues,
there
yeah,
are, there
when there
is.
are any issues with your work, you are ready to suggest new idea or to brainstorming to find out the revolution,
You mean the solution?
yeah, the solution.
Okay.
Uh, and mm, you are required to have new methods or answer for any problem.
You are required
You're
to have
required to have the methods or the answer for your problem.
you are required to have a new method or a new answer to a situation, right? So
Yeah.
what does it leads to? Nó dẫn đến điều gì nhỉ?
You are an adaptable person.
Hmm. You become more adaptable. Very good. You become more adaptable. Very good. I think so too. You become more adaptable and flexible
Yes, possible.
as well,
You can live well under circumstance.
and under different circumstances, right?
Yeah.
And under different changing circumstances, I think.
Yeah.
Với những tình cảnh thay đổi khác nhau, in the different changing circumstances, you
Mm,
can adapt to it. So, Mr. Can creativity be learned, or is it something that you are born with?
I strongly believe that creativity can be learned
Mhm.
and is necessary for children to be teach how
To be
to
taught, to be taught,
to be taught how to create
how
creative
to be creative.
how
Tính
to
từ,
be
how
how
to
to be
be creative.
creative in the early age. For example, the first thing that uh, help
Mm.
people to become more creative that they need to cultivate their
Mhm.
curious characteristics. They need to want to know more and learn more, and of course, learn not uh, how to not satisfied with what they have, because everything can be better, and they can deal with their problems uh, in an effective in a more effective way.
Mm. In a more effective way, I see. So let's come to part two now. I think we linger on here for a bit too long. I would like you to try 122. Describe a piece of technology you have that is very important. Should be easy. You should say what that piece of technology is, what you use it for, why it is important to you, and how you felt about it. Các bạn nhớ là chữ technology không đếm được nha, cho nên phải dùng chữ piece of technology để đếm nó, hoặc là pieces of technology số nhiều. Remember, technology is uncountable. So you need to use a piece of technology or pieces of technology to count it. Okay. Right. So part three about technology. What makes a technology device important in daily life? Like what factor, what thing, what feature, what factor make a device important in daily life? Like for example, is it its usability? Usability, usability. Wait, is it usability with let me check. Oh yeah, no E. So basically it's usability. 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 So it means that how well you can use it.
Okay.
How well or how easy you can use it. Nó sử dễ sử dụng hay không? Tính sử dụng của nó is usability or practicality.
Tính ứng dụng.
Practicality.
Practical.
Practicality.
Practical.
Practicality. You know what practicality is? Practicality means is it practical or not?
Tính ứng dụng không?
Yes. Tính ứng dụng tốt hay không? Practicality, it means like can you use it for many practical uses? Có thể xài được nó cho nhiều cái ứng dụng thực tế hay không? Or it can only be used for one or two things. Like for example, a gaming laptop has a high practicality. Why? Because you can use it for gaming, you can use it for studying, you can use it for drawing or doing webs or just do everything, you know. And you can use it for editing videos, rendering videos very fast, you know, because gaming laptop is very strong, right? So they can be used for many practical uses. Or you can talk about, let's say, something that is um, like gym equipment, for example. Like some gym equipment, you can only use it for one type of exercise, right? Giống như công cụ cho phòng gym chẳng hạn, nhiều khi chỉ có một tác dụng thôi, nó một cái bài tập đó thôi. Or some gym equipment is you can use it for several different exercises, so its practicality is it's high, for example. Or is it important for everyday life because, let's say, what else? Its appearance. You know, appearance sometimes is very important. Like that's why a lot of people they try their best to buy new iPhones, you know, because they think that with the appearance, with a very nice appearance like that of a smartphone that way, it can you know, improve somehow improve their social status, you know. Nó cải thiện cái địa vị xã hội của họ một cách nào đó. They think that it can improve their social status, you know. So sometimes appearance of the device is important. You wouldn't want to use a machine that looks ugly, you know. Một cái máy mà nhìn nó rất là xấu xí, thực sự không có ai muốn xài thì. I mean, yeah. And also, what are the factors? What do you think? You think about it, okay? Now, in what way do important technology devices affect a person's work or study? Like, does it help people or is it harm? Does it harm? Like, for example, if you work or you study, but your phone rings a lot, your phone, there's a lot of notifications, then of course it distracts you from your work, right? So it can negatively affect your work or study, but of course you can talk about benefit as well. Now, how has the importance of technology devices changed over time? So think about what happened, like say 20 years ago, 10 years ago, compared to now. Let's say, you know, back in 2009, when the first iPad was introduced, you remember? Cái hồi mà 2009 á, 2009 mà khi mà nó ra cái iPad đời một á, trời ơi, đó là đúng một cơn sốt luôn á.
Yeah.
So back in 2009, when the first iPad was introduced, it's like It's like a must-have. It's like a must-have item for everyone. It's like a must-have item for a lot of people, you know. However, it wasn't too important because back then we used a lot of computers already, you know. However, how about now? Is an iPad that important? Yes, you can use it for studying. You can use it for almost anything. Almost, I mean, yeah. And think about smartphone. When smartphone was first introduced, around let's say around the same time as the iPad, you know,
2008.
yeah, 2008, just a year before that, I think.
Yeah, the first
Um,
iPhone.
yeah, the people were like, "Oh my God, it's so expensive. Is it worth it to buy?" You know, because people can still work without smartphone, you know. However, now 2024, without a smartphone, it's almost impossible to work, right? So that's what the question is about. How has the importance of technology devices changed over time? Cái sự quan trọng của các thiết bị công nghệ nó thay đổi thế nào thông qua thời gian là như vậy á. So I think you can discuss by giving a lot of examples, you know. Think about other examples, like for example, um, about 25 years ago or 20 years ago, you know, the first MP3 player. Remember those days? Oh my God, the first MP3 players was introduced,
Um,
and you remember those things, right?
yes,
An iPod, an
a
iPod.
luxury item when I were a
Yeah,
high school
very
student.
luxury item, very luxurious item.
When I
Only
were a
rich,
secondary high school student.
I know, only rich student can afford those things. But seriously, I think Vietnamese people are rich. Anyway, and how about now? Nobody actually want them anymore because we have the smartphone in our hands, right? And think about the day when the first laptop was introduced. Remember when the first laptop was introduced? It looks like somewhat like this, you know. And so the first laptop to enter Vietnamese market, let's remember what it is. Okay, but I remember when I was in high school, laptop was very expensive, you know. Only like um only the more well-off people, only the more well-off people can afford it. But now, laptop are super rich. You can find them for like 2 million, 3 millions. You can have one, right? So let's talk about the prices, you know. All right, next question. Why might some people rely more on certain technology devices than others? Is it just because of their personality? Or is it because they adapt well to new technology and they feel that new technology is just way better than the previous one and they cannot go back to the previous one, right? Like for example, if now you're using Windows 11, right? And I asked you to go back to using Windows XP, would you do that? Giờ đang xài Win 11 thì bắt quay lại Win XP xài được nói không? You know, that's my point, right?
Yes.
All right. So the question, why some people rely more on certain technology than others? You know, like for example, we rely on what? Electronic wallet, ví điện tử, electronic wallets, which depends on QR code for purchasing something. But you know, when there's a natural disaster, khi có thảm họa thiên nhiên, when there's a natural disasters happen, if there's no Wi-Fi, no electricity, how can people buy things, right? They need money. They need like physical money. They need a physical currency, tiền tệ vật lý, tiền tệ vật chất vật lý. They need some physical money, like physical currency, right? All right, so think about the next question. Last one. How can the widespread use of important technology devices impact society? This is a verb, động từ to impact. Think about new technology. It creates a whole generation that does not go out or hang out or spend time with their friends, but they spend days, they spend many hours gluing their eyes on the screen, right? Nhiều thế hệ gọi là bây giờ là dán mắt vô màn hình luôn á, chứ không có ra ngoài nhiều á, you know. So basically it impacts society a lot. Look at smartphone, you know, and think about what kind of technology, chat GPT, artificial intelligence, it can impact the way people study, you know. It can impact the way people communicate because some people may only want to communicate with like an AI, you know, because an AI will never get angry with them, right? Anyway, so think about this one. I'll give you a minute. Okay. Could you first please describe a piece of technology you found that is very important?
And immediately say that the device I want to mention is my smartphone. What its primary functions is to communicate with others. It has multifunctional tool. Multifunctional tool.
Multi. U and L, U L O. U với L là U L thì là O. Multifunctional. Some multifunctional.
Multifunctional tool that replace the conventional device such as music players, televisions, and many other items. Is high practicality.
Highly practical. It's a highly practical
It's
something.
highly practicality.
It's highly practical, yeah.
And make it indispensable.
Không thể thiếu được. Indispensable.
Indispensable for many people and become essential. I rely it on for my work and use it every day.
And I use it every day, yeah.
Often multiple times. And I would say that smartphones are really important. It can it can help me in many tasks that I can do it in a professional way.
Okay, Mr. Trio, please. Can you describe a piece of technology that you have that is very important?
Nowadays, people can't live without technology, and I am not the exception. I have a mobile phone to use every day, and this kind of technology is important to me. I use the mobile phone almost every day in the week, and and most of the time in a day I spend for this device.
Okay.
Mm.
And what's important for you and how you felt about it?
Uh, is it applied in every aspect of my life?
Aspect.
Aspect
No,
of
in
my
every
life,
aspect of my life.
aspect of my life and my work. I use it to search information, uh, to connect with my friends, and mm, to to use for relaxable activity.
Relaxing, you mean? For relaxing?
Yeah, for relaxing. Um, and the phone is like something which combine the functions of a phone, a laptop, and a television.
Mm. All right. How you feel about it? How you feel about it? Come on.
Uh, since I use this device every day, uh,
Mm.
I can say that the phone is indispensable, is an
Indispensable, indispensable.
indispensable item to me. Uh, uh, and uh, mm, just- and uh, uh, each one has at least one phone, and
You mean everyone has at least one
yeah,
phone, right?
at least one phone, and it's account is account for an important part in your life.
Mm. So, Mr. Trio, what makes a technology device important in daily life then? Like what feature, what factor
Mm,
makes a device important in daily life then?
I think people relies on a device because of its convenience, uh, just a small and easy to use things, but uh, provide you a lot of benefits. Mm, Nowadays, technologies appears in every corner
In
of our
every corner of the society.
our society. Uh, Therefore, its importance is strongly affirmed.
Mhm. So it's important, it's unquestionable. Nghĩa
Yeah,
cái sự quan trọng của nó không còn gì có thể gọi là đặt cái chấm hỏi nữa, tức là ai cũng đồng ý rồi. So
yeah,
it's important, let's just say it's important, it's unquestionable
undeniable.
or undeniable, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So, Ms. Trúc, what do you think? What makes a technology device important in daily life then?
I think technologies dominates the world
The
today,
world, the
the
world
world, the world today, because it's present in every aspect of human
aspect,
life,
aspect,
Aspect.
every aspect of human life. Mobile phones,
mobile
computers,
phone,
and
mobile phone, mobile,
mobile phones,
mobile phone. Or
mobile
you can
phones,
use mobile or mobile. Mhm. What else then? Anything else? Oh, I think there was a problem
work
with the net.
as
Okay, there was
in
a little bit
the
of problem with the net, yeah. Okay, what do you say? Bị lag á? Okay, so what did you say, Mr.
uh, from mobile phones,
Yes.
computers, and air conditioners are
Yeah.
just some of the device we use as soon as we wake up in the morning.
Mm.
Not to mention that smart tools that are really essential for various tasks, for study and for work.
I see. So, Mr. True, in what way do important technology devices affect a person's work or study? Let's just
Um,
imagine if you are a worker, okay?
yes. Uh, as as you may know, nowadays we cannot live without technology device. Uh, we use those kind of technology in working for its efficiency. Um, with technology,
Efficiency,
yeah,
right?
yeah, efficiency with technology. People's work uh can be done quickly and uh easily. Uh, uh, the there are renovations in technology and uh people are demand to change to adapt to this. Uh, if you are low tech, if you are a low tech person, you cannot keep pace with the development of the society.
Of course, and that's it. That is not good because if you feel old-fashioned, you feel like outdated, you feel
Yeah,
yourself outdated, and sometimes
you
you
are
feel that
eliminated.
yeah, it's like you eliminated from the job market. It's
Yeah,
that is dangerous. You
yeah.
feel out of touch. You feel out of touch.
Thế chứ phải là low tech anh.
Yeah. If you're low tech,
You're low tech.
it's not a good thing. Okay, I am actually quite low tech, and it took me a while to be able to learn how to teach online, how to make a lot of videos for my YouTube channels. But I don't know how to code. I don't know how to do website. I don't know how to do a lot of things. I don't even know how to Photoshop.
So do I.
Wow, it's hard. Okay. Okay. Anyway, so Mr. How has the importance of technology devices changed over time?
I think that the importance of technology device become more and more um, significant for people life because it's nearly un uh, it's nearly um us un, people can live with our technology device. It support them very much in their learning and working.
Mm.
Smart electronic device, for
Mhm.
example, help facilitate remote education and work, saving times and energy that would otherwise be spent on commuting.
Mhm.
Additionally, their massive information storage cap- capabilities have greatly helped people manage and access data
Access
efficiently and access that data efficiently. That's
access that data efficiently. Yeah.
yes, in the past, without uh, with our smart tools, people need to do their work more hard and time consumes and time consuming. So if in the so in the futures, I think that technology's device will be more important for
Mm.
people.
Okay, will be even more important, right? It's indispensable, right? không thể bỏ qua, không thể thiếu được luôn á. It's indispensable for life. So, Mr. Trill, please. So, why might some people rely more on certain technology devices than others?
There are various reasons that people rely on certain technologies than others. One of them is um, they are they have more time, uh, they have more free time than the other, and to kill the um, để là giết thời gian chết là gì à?
To
Gì
kill
ta?
time, to kill time.
To kill time, they have to find something to do, and technology is one of the best solution for them.
Mm. Well, they just have too much time, free time, and
Yeah.
they have it, you know.
Uh, and technologies it appears in their normal life. Mm, Therefore, they use it every moment. Uh, and technologies mm, um, uh, contribute to their mm, daily life. Uh, they cannot live without something to make them happy, or when working they need something to
To
contact to the
contact,
others.
to communicate, to talk to
Yeah,
their
to communicate,
customers and the
yes,
others.
the others. uh so uh Technology device are necessary and
Necessary. Okay, let's look at the
necessary.
word again.
Yeah,
Necessary. It's an
necessary.
adjective,
Yeah,
but the noun form is necessity.
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 One is necessary, one is necessity.
Necessity. Yeah,
Okay, it is a noun form.
yeah,
Noun form necessity.
necessity.
Adjective necessary. Okay. Now, so Mr. How can the widespread use of important technology devices impact society? Has our society changed a lot because of the use of important technology devices? Think about the way we clean our homes with devices, with robots, or with machines, or how we study, or something like that.
Mm. About benefits that the widespread of important technology device in society, I think is it help uh, enhance communication, allowed for communications over the world, boost connections among individual, uh, business, and cultures. And this can lead to understanding in a diverse society. Besides that, mm, another benefit is the ability of access to information. The internet and mobile device provides amount of information for people, and this can lead to knowledge empowers
Empowerment, you mean? Like it leads
empowerment.
to our empowerment of knowledge. Cái sự mà làm mạnh lên của kiến thức. Empowerment, of knowledge. Very good. Well, so what do you think, Mr. Trio? How can the widespread use of important technology devices impact society then?
Yeah. With the widespread of technology device,
Widespread
yeah,
use.
the widespread use of technology, uh, all people uh, depends on technology, and mm, they need to use the device in their work or their study in um, from there are more and more young people mm, who use technology every day, even small children, uh, people in society, uh,
Yes.
uh, in society mm, apply technology uh, in their mm,
And yeah, or what?
yeah, in their activities. Uh, so mm, mm, I can say that the modern society is a society where technology device is popular.
Mm. And of course, it's just going to impact society a lot more, right?
Yes.
In the future. I think we humans are reaching a point that we are evolving, as a kind of human evolution. Giống như là con người đang đến một cái mức mà gọi là giống như tiến hóa luôn á.
Mm,
It's like think about the last 50 years. We didn't depend so much on any device, right? The last 100 years, we didn't depend on anything much. However, these days, every step we use our phone, everything we use the internet, right?
mm,
It's like a lot of thing has changed since the last 100 years. Okay, I think that's good enough for today. I think. Hmm.